Okay, haven't really made a video. I've been kind of lazy. YouTube's not really my main platform, so bear with me, whatever. Anyway, today's video, as many times has been requested, this is going to be a video that goes off of how do I get a stream started, you know? This is like it's a video on YouTube of how to start a Twitch stream, so it's a little bit different, but this could apply to making a YouTube channel too, or really anything, you know, I'd say any sort of social media that it could probably apply to. I get a lot of questions like, hey, how do I make my Twitch stream grow? What do you have to do? Just stream a lot. Alright guys, good night. I'm just kidding. No, truthfully, there is no one answer to that question. Anybody will tell you that. There is no one answer to that question. How do I make it grow? You know, you can't just, like, stream more. Because it's like, if you produce, like, terrible content, and you just stream terrible content the entire time, or upload terrible content to YouTube, or, you know, whatever it is that you do, then it's still going to be terrible, and just brute forcing it's not going to work. I mean, the best way that I would go about growing like a Twitch channel or something like that is finding your niche. Like, what are you good at, you know? What separates you from the norm, you know? I found my niche through speedrunning. You know, I did like Mega Man X games, and, you know, I'm a pretty personable guy. Like, I'm not really a normie, but I'm like, I guess, what you would consider like a normie of the community, because I'm just like some douchebag looking meathead tool, you know, you know what I mean, and just like, I guess that kind of fits in, like, people can relate to that, you know, I guess. I mean, it's kind of difficult, because a lot of the people who watch Twitch, they don't lift weights, you know, they don't really, they can't really connect with that. But at the same time, that's what makes me stand out. You know, it's like, you know, like, people in the chat, they're just like, wow, this guy looks like Bill Gates went to the gym or something, you know. I don't say Bill Gates, there's just like some weird redhead guy, you know, that's like a nerd, you know. I don't know. But anyway, that's what makes it stand out, you know what I mean? Because that catches their attention, and they're like, wow, this guy, blah, 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 like, you know, it's an eye catcher. So, that right there separates me from the norm, as opposed to like, well, I've seen this before. Like, no one's seen my content before, because no one on Twitch does it. That's what separates me. So I would start by finding what you're good at. What can you do that's going to make other people interested in watching your content? You have to find that. And I'm not saying that this is like a 100% requirement if you want to grow, period. I mean, there are people out there that get very lucky, and, you know, they're able to do, like, you know, a good example would be like PUBG, League of Legends, Dota 2, like popular games like those. People can just do those. They can stream those games or upload the content, and they might grow. I mean, even though it looks like the same old shit that everybody else is doing, they might grow from it. And part of growth is luck. So you can have the greatest content on the planet, you know. But if you don't get exposure, you know, if you're not really lucky, if you're not good at marketing, if you're not good at branding, if you're not good at social media, like, all these things tie in, you know. And you have to really, I feel like I've been lucky. But then again, I feel like I've also executed my plan pretty well too. Because now, you know, I'm here on Twitch. I mean, I'm not really big on YouTube at all. But this is just a good video for people to watch and apply it to Twitch or Twitter or YouTube or something, you know. So yeah, find your niche, You know, what are you good at? And then try to stand out, you know what I mean? But if you really want to bust your ass on growth, you have to do it repetitively. You have to let your audience know that you're going to be on this time. Schedule, super important. Honestly, you probably heard this 1,000 times. And you know what? It's true. All of it's true, dude. Because, I mean, I do all these things, and I'm doing pretty successful. You know, there could be other elements to the equation that would help. I'm sure there are. But as far as I can tell, this is what I do. Scheduling content that makes you stand out, be good at it, and, you know, I think the fact that I do lift weights, you know, it's kind of like an inspiration. But then again, I'm not some Dennis Wolf, you know, Phil Heath looking bodybuilder. I'm not like 300 pounds, like solid muscle. Like nobody, you can't really achieve that unless you're like, you know, people can achieve my physique over time with hard work. I'm not saying I'm some god, because I'm clearly not. Yo, man, I'm godlike. You should be sucking me off right now. Not even remotely close. But I feel like I have a figure, you know, an image that people can look up to, and I do get comments all the time. It's kind of cringy. Hey, Caleb, you're a really good inspiration. You know, I want to be like you sometime. It's like, awesome, dude. Well, the only thing that's stopping you from doing it, and like the fact that I'm an inspiration to people, that also makes me stand out. It also brings people to my channel. It makes people want to continue to watch. You know what I mean? It's not about, you know, bringing people to the channel. It's also about making them stay, and that's growth. You got to grow your foundation, and like you might like on Twitch. You know what I mean? There's something called a host, and what that does is, like, if you host somebody, let's say you have like 500 viewers, right? If you host somebody on Twitch, you can take those 500 viewers and then like pretty much put them all to that channel. It doesn't directly equate to like 500. It might bring over like 3, but it's a pretty good portion of them, right? Now, even though those people have seen your channel, that doesn't mean that they're gonna stay anymore. Hardly any of them follow the channel. It's just how Twitch works now. So, you know, if somebody hosts you like that, you know, there's a reason that people host you, because they like you, they want to help you out. I mean, that's the whole function of a host. If, you know, people want to help you out. So if you get a host or something like that, why not put on the best show that you can possibly do? Try to get those viewers to follow you. Try to get them. It's like whenever that other person that came from the original guy, if they're not on, and if you happen to be on at this particular time that they're not, they might want to come watch you. And that's growth. That's like step 1 to the, you know, to the path, you know. There's just a lot of different variables. I probably left some out. Equipment, good audio. This is a $900 setup. I'm gonna do a separate video of that, but clearly the audio quality is very good. I've got a good webcam. I've got good capture card equipment. The quality is amazing. That's another thing. That's not like what is going to cause them to stick around, but every little thing helps. All of it adds up. And the more things that you can add that will increase people's likelihood of wanting to stick around, you might want to do that. The thing is, some of those things cost a lot of money, like, you know, $2,300 PC, $900 audio setup, you know, $500 capture card setup. You know, it all adds up. So that's pretty much 101 on how to grow social media. But more importantly, this is for like Twitchers. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next video. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you like the content, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and my Twitch, and more importantly, don't forget to sub to the YouTube channel. Thank you.